Hello, you. GPS, take 2. Oh, hello. Wrong one. Hello, today is not really the first show, but we're going to be calling it something now because it happens on Thursdays and we're Watch the Pros, so it's going to be Tryhard Thursdays, where we try hard to understand why the pros play like they do, why the plows plows through you. Why the pros play like they do. When we watch their play, see if we can steal something and watch their styles. You know, aggressive, solid, standard, cheesy, risky, or dumb, you know. Whatever the style is, we look at it, and this match is actually from the finals that were earlier this week. I cast it on Vanilla TV, however, there wasn't much of a cast because technical shit, bullshit. So yes, we're going to be watching TviQ, the guy from SNSD, and if you don't know, SNSD is like the best Highlander team in Europe. And TviQ is rumored to be pretty good, so we're going to examine his style today. So it's going to be TviQ sniper style. On Granary, it's going to be map specific. Yes, and here is the man with the machete and sound. Of course, you're going to notice in a bit here that this rollout is a bit strange. As he's just waving his knife. Nobody's really rock jumping or anything. Huh. Why is that? Well, reason for that is I think they had some issues with the server because they had to restart a lot, and I think the server crashed after they lost the middle. So you see, red team is just hanging out here, and I guess SNSD had the point when the server crashed or whatever. So they're being gentlemen, just giving them the point because you know that is fair. That's how you should do it, you know. Just give them whatever advantage they have. So, in this episode, we are going to be focusing solely on the sniper. Of course, I am a sniper main myself, so I'm able to try and understand a bit more what goes through his head. And the reason you go like, hey, GPS, aren't you the best sniper? And I go, that's very observant on you, but there is no best. Me and TviQ style actually differ a lot. He plays very, very differently than I do, generally speaking. So we're going to be watching his style today. Of course, he uses the SMG and the Kukri, a stock build here as they decide to go. And he's just looking through the window, looking through for anyone to attack, and people go like, yeah, this is what makes Granary a bad map, because it's like really stalematy. Well, oh, whoops. Well, you have blue team that's not attacking, and you have red team that's not attacking. So if both teams are defending, nothing is going to happen. Let's see, where is TviQ? There he is. At normal speed. There we go. Took a pipe there, is gonna fall back. He's not even gonna poke or prod or anything. He's just gonna fall back and retreat and get more heals. And this is very safe. He plays very safe. He does not risk dying, so he's just gonna go out. And he has an idea. He's gonna go for the medic. Doesn't get it. He's gonna try again and misses. However, if he goes for a strategy that some snipers use, I use that myself, is that I just shoot whatever I can get. I mean, if I can get a pyro, that's fine. If I can't, that's also fine. But TviQ here is exclusively going for the medic. You see, he could also gotten a free shot on the engineer there if he wanted, but he didn't pull the trigger, and then he died, ending up getting no one. So that is like kind of, I would say, going in the opposite direction, because usually as a sniper, you're like, it depends on how your team treats you, like how you tend to play. Because you can play however you want, really. My style personally is just, I just shoot whatever I see. I mean, if I see an engineer, I shoot him. I don't wait. But TviQ, he is like, I'm not going to kill anyone but the medic. That is going to be my sole target. And because he did that in this instant, he didn't even shoot just to shoot for shooting's sake. You know, it's not important if you hit or not. But because he waited, he ended up getting nothing instead of something. And last time I checked, getting something is better than nothing. So, you're going to have a really quick respawn here. Oh, there he is. We're turning to battle. As he jitters back and forth, which is, you know, comfortable to watch when he jumps and presses crouch. Crouch, of course, is the analogy for control and crouch in one turn. Sees the demo. Leaves him pretty damaged here, taking it down to 25 health, but the demo gets healed up and there's no more pressure being applied there, so at least he made a demo man fall back and be a bit more nervous because, you know, he got hit. So he's just watching the chokes, and now he's going to roll over to the right-hand side. Yeah, this looks good. to look at. Looks so good when you do that jitter thing. It's great to spectate. You don't get dizzy or nauseating or anything if you do that. So he's gonna go through practice window again. It's pretty safe, pretty open, unscoped to see if there's any shenanigans going on. Oh, misses. And at this point in time, having Girardi would be actually the better choice. Because he's going SMG, and SMG is really, really reliable. I mean, if you headshot somebody, let's say you headshot the demo man, he's really weak. You pull out your SMG, and then you shoot him. And the reason that is good is because it works a bit different. Usually sniper is very bursty because it's a bolt-action sniper rifle. And what you do is you shoot once and then the bullet goes. But if you're using SMG and usually rapid fire, you can just drag your crosshair over your enemy. It doesn't matter how they strafe, you will still hit them some. And when they're on 25 health, that's a few bullets and they're dead. So TviQ is opting to be very, very deathmatch oriented. He is going to kill players and he is better at one-on-one situations. However, this is one case where, like, having anything but Girardi is not good. Or, not good, not optimal. But you never know this. Sometimes having Girardi punishes you if a scout comes. But right here, you have people clustered together, the demo man. You might have been able to get all of these. If you throw them, you were anyways falling back. So once again, showing that, like, just because you have a different playstyle, use different unlocks. And I think TviQ uses the SMG very well. I'm not saying, like, oh, he sucks for not using the Girardi. God, what a noob. I'm not saying that. I just said this would be an opportunity where Girardi would have been preferable. But we're going to be seeing things where Girardi would suck and SMG is the best thing. You know, it's very situational. Nothing is better than the other. And he gets an assist from the soldier. Oh, he sees the medic. Oh, he's going to go for the medic. And he misses barely. Ooh. That. And then he's going to be pressure put onto him. And as soon as pressure is being put onto him and he is taking some damage, he doesn't do those crazy overextending shots. He bravely runs away, gets back, and plays very solid and very safe. Lands a nice headshot there on the heavy, taking him out to 30 health, so doing a lot of work there. And then out with the SMG, empties an entire clip into the spy, and then he finally goes down, thanks to Hurry with this pistol revolver action. And now they're finally going to move up because most of the Pirate Capers, which are their enemies, are dead. And yes, you got to be taking that important dispenser pick, taking it out. And capping the point, and yeah, doing the control point is being looking around and seeing. Oh, he has the door. Just checking the left. Okay, good. This is a very good spot. This. Oh, hello. You see, like he's like aiming at the door, and that's because actually the camera is a lot higher than what it is on Source 30 for some reason, and also this dot is not portrayed correctly because it's actually above this, so it looks a bit weird. But you know that's not where he's aiming. He's not aiming here. He's aiming at the door right here. Not sure why it's like that though. And boom, gets a demo man for free, and then gets put on fire, and he falls back, can't put himself out of fire, and then gets killed by a flare gun. Usually when you go Bushwhacker, you use the the Girardi. You go Bushwhacker, so you're weak to fire anyway, and hey, they win the first round. Yeah, good. So you're gonna be running out to the middle once again, and here he is. And at this point in time, TviQ has seen there's no one on the crates. Let's slow it down a bit. He goes out, and he sees the pyro, doesn't shoot. He sees the heavy, fires, barely misses. He's gonna reload and check the containers once again, just to see that there's no one standing on them. Being very careful. Sees the engineer, and now is a really good time to shoot this thing. Because you have a full charge shot, and you can prevent this mini sentry from going up. That is my prioritization, to just get something instead of nothing. Because mini sentries don't move, and they're pretty easy to hit, and they only have 100 health. And if you're a good sniper, 100 health is probably somewhere here. I mean, it's 150 all the way here, so it's probably in here-ish. So let's see what TviQ ups to do. He goes for the engineer and then dies by a sticky bomb. And here's the thing, did it matter? No. The results would have been exactly the same if he shot the sentry or shot the engineer or shot the medic. He would still have died. But he didn't kill anything. So he's going to be moving up again. Engages a scout very quickly, as you can see, and died shortly after. And he's going to be moving up here on the right-hand side. Making sure to jitter to give us the most pleasant experience of watching his first-person perspective. And, he sees a sniper. Sniper is running Huntsman. That gives him some room to move around. It's not as dangerous. Placing himself in a good spot, and he doesn't fire unless he thinks he can hit. That would have been a good spot to just have fired, but he just unscoped and didn't shoot. For that, I absolutely no idea why he didn't, but perhaps he felt that he wanted more movement. Because you get more movement if you just unscope. It's pretty instant, as opposed to firing. Because you're a little slower for a little longer. Big long point here, missing the scout, checking for spies. Yep, checking his back, being aware. We'll pop for both teams. He's just waiting at this point. It's not like he can do really. There's a spy. He is not. And of course, there's comms going on in communication, which we don't hear. I mean, this is just examination. And then he gets a nice pick on the medic. However, their own heavy is dead, and the enemy heavy is alive. And let's see, can he get another kill here? Yeah, he weakens the engineer, but now he's real low on health. And he fires, and this is something you do if you play solid and standard. You play very careful. He's going to go over to his medic, get the heals, and then reposition to somewhere better. So he's going to be looking through this door. That's fine. This is very good, having like this little tiny box. It's pretty easy to hit whatever comes through. Not necessarily headshot, but you hit him. Oh, missing the spy here and using the SMG. And the spy using the dead ringer. And then forced to fall back here, and he doesn't even go for a quick scope on the medic. He just retreats, plays very, very safe, very, very solid, and just goes in, gets the health, and retreats. As you can see, TviQ is not the guy who's like he suicides, stand around to just get a pick. He runs back into spawn and heals himself up and returns to battle at full health. That is his style, at least on this map, what we've seen so far. Very solid. He doesn't take any unnecessary risks, in fact. Zero. He plays a bit far back, so you can't get, you know, the crazy surprise flanking snipe picks, but, you know, the enemy team won't push us hard either because they know he's watching and he will always be there. So now he's falling back, and yeah, just charging up. Oh, Demoman coming onto him, doesn't even fire because they're invulnerable. Running back to spawn and gonna get that health again, once again. Opting to not stay and die. And that's pretty good. Oh, pretty low on health. He's gonna fall back. He, yeah, gets the engineer. No, does not fall back. He's gonna be working on this mini sentry. Eventually, and then he's like, screw that mini sentry. I don't want to deal with that. I'm gonna move it up.
Alert. The control point is being captured.
And getting heals, and suddenly the same check is back. Oh, nothing there. Oh, there's a pyro. There's a pyro. Checking. Oh, saw the heavy. He knows the heavy's up top. He's gonna call that to his team and say, hey, the heavy's gonna be up top. Because that's how TviQ sounds. Very manly. So doing a bit of a jump around. See if he can see anything. Scout, he shoots, hits the scout for 50. And then I think he could fire at the demo man. But he doesn't. He hit the wall somehow. So now he's looking around and he doesn't see anything, so he's going to take high ground advantage. And now you can see why high ground advantage is good. His team is putting on pressure. A lot of the enemy players are dead, so let's see what TviQ is able to do here. It's only the medic and the scout up for the most part. The rest is dead. And he gets the sniper who's like trying to hide on the side there. Spots him. Oh, getting dizzy. Moving. Oh, gets the medic pick. Just peeks around a corner, just increasing their momentum and advantage by that little kill there. And not risking anything. You notice that he hasn't got stabbed by a spy yet. But he has gotten mauled by a scout a couple of times. So you can, it's not the spy that kills you, something else will. In this case, the scout. And yeah, once again, very safe location to be in. So, of course, he is invisible and our camera is all messed up. But yeah, this is a pretty safe place to be. If you watch the What Makes a Map Good thing. That was the previous episode. Gets a nice headshot on the demo there. He can actually retreat at any point in time as long as he feels threatened and safe. So he lands off a couple of headshots, kills a couple of guys, takes up a lot of heal on the heavy, and then retreats, and he's absolutely safe. Now he could stay and overextend. Let's say he would have stayed up there. Let's see where he is. The guy who, yeah, and get killed by this soldier, right? And I don't remember exactly like the respawn times. I think it's like couple of seconds before you die and then 10 seconds to respawn. So let's say he would have stayed there. He would have overextended to try and get a pick, and then he would have died without getting the pick. Imagine that scenario. So that means at this point in time, 9 minutes, he would be dead. TviQ is now dead. We can just assume he is dead. So let's say in this time where he is supposedly dead, does he do anything? Does he achieve something? That's important. So let's give it like, let's say 15 seconds. Which is going to take us down to 8:45, because math. Yes. So yeah, he is peeking through, watching this door. That's nice. He's covering that. Hasn't really shot anything. Doesn't have a really good angle to hit anything unless they walk exactly there. He's opted not to fire. I guess he's going on the medicament again. This is the pyro. And at 8:45, he hasn't really done anything. He just stood still. I mean, he was covering the door. And still, let's say, at this point in time, if he had died, he would still be in this position if he walked here. That's important to note. Sometimes dying can be part of your strategy. Because right here, he didn't die. He fell back, but he also didn't do anything. So it really didn't matter, you know, in the sense. But what if somebody came in through the door and he shot him? And then let's say the medic looked and it was a dumbass and just got fucking shot in the head. What then? Well, that didn't happen. You gotta go with what happened, says the guy with what if scenarios. And now, being pressured, and he falls back immediately. Doesn't overextend, doesn't have Girardi, and he's just basically going slightly forward back, which is the way you go backwards. He's just going back and maintaining the chokes, and his team has now pushed in again, and he's safe. Didn't take any damage, anything. Ends up in the sniper's blind zone, takes him out. Scout comes and just shoots the shit out of him again. And now the rest of the team are pushing and is going upstairs. Yes, very nice. To high ground advantage. Gonna take the other sniper once again, going in his blind spot. Of course, TviQ here utilizing the gun to kill stuff. Yes, I totally forgot what I was gonna say, but you couldn't tell because I so nicely rode my boat out of that situation. Now he's gonna pretend he's a soldier and stay on the high ground here and just be on top of everything as it goes down and caps the point with his pyro friend. Also, Zombie Buffet is saying in the chat, doesn't present matter? Presence for sniper, having a sniper present only really works if they're afraid of you. If they don't give a shit if you're aiming at them or not, doesn't matter. Let's say you're having a bad day and you keep missing your shots. You're not going to be very dangerous. And you have like, some players are never afraid or even worried about snipers at all. They see the sniper up and they're like, I don't care, as long as I keep strafing unpredictably, he can't hit me. You know? Some players are like that, and it's a fucking bitch to shoot those guys. But in TviQ's case, he has the kind of reputation that people are just afraid of him because of his reputation, but we see in his game as being, he's had some good moments, but a lot of mediocrity and a lot of downtime where he hasn't really done anything. And like there, he gets taken out without really doing anything. Standing in his little choke area really didn't pay off on him. Either should have fallen back faster or pushed forward. And sniper is all about mind games, so if you're afraid of the sniper, you're giving the enemy sniper an advantage that he doesn't know that you're giving him. Which is good. It makes it easier to shoot, or makes it easier to push if you're afraid of him. If you're not afraid of him, if you just go out and just go be like, oh, you have a sniper? Pfft, like I care, I'm just gonna run out here and kill your friends. Then what, Mr. Sniper? Then what? Well, we also seen that TviQ, every time he gets... Oh, that's a nice headshot on the spy, taking him out, and that allows you to neatly push forward, don't have to check your backs and stuff like that, so that's a nice pick. Of course, spies are always good, and this is something cute that Scout does. He's like, yeah, jump, duck, messing up your timings. There you go. I'm going back and healing up, and we've seen that every time TviQ has died, it has been when he is in the front of the choke, doing a push around an edge or something, and it's always been the Scout that's killed him. I mean, the spy I think we just saw the spy now, and he killed it. So, spy is not an issue. Does not need to wear the Razorback. Kills the pyro. Free kill. That means they can push in without worrying about air blast. Seeing the other sniper, and this is very cute. This is very cute and very smart. And I hate when people do this to me, but I love it when we do it to others. It is having your spy friend disguise as you when you play sniper. He's like, oh shit, sniper. Oh god, okay. Okay. Not sure if he knew it was a spy or not, but you know, it's convincing if you strafe back and forth. Some spies are good at pretending. Now he's just holding their choke very safely. He's not going in, overextending, or trying to get like a fancy pick. He's just waiting there for his team to attack, just watching the point, making sure that nobody runs out, having a tiny, tiny square, and accidentally shoots the wall there instead of the heavy, so that's a bit unfortunate. And then the scout comes and kills him again. I don't think he likes that scout.
The control point is being captured.
The enemy sniper backs out, throws Tryhard. He's like, yeah, take this Euro. And TviQ's like, yeah, I think you didn't throw it far enough, man. And he jumps over the flare gun. Nice usage of the jump bar. And then he gets killed anyway. And the enemy team's pushing, and now he's holding back here. Sees the soldier. Gets a nice headshot. That's a nice pick. Soldier was running.
Predictable!
And you paid for it with your life. Can't really see what he's shooting at because it glitches, whatever. He's watching the doors.
The control point is being
spy,
contested.
dead winging. Let's see, moves up. So let's see what he's gonna go for. He actually could have gotten that heavy if he didn't go back there. But no, he decides to go for the medic instead, and then he gets the scout with a nice body shot. Body shots are strong, you should utilize them. I mean, if you know the enemy is weak, why go for a headshot when you can save it with a body shot? And yeah, I mean, he killed. This is okay. Let's go back a bit. Let's see. This is when the pause. There's gonna be a pause at some point. Let's see. Let's go to 7. 1, 4. Yes. Here's a big. Oh. We're back. We're back. I think. Yes, we're back. Whew. Okay. Here's a bit of a misconception when it comes to snipers playing in Highlander for the most part. Let's see if we can just get the stream back, because if I change the scene while TF2 is loading, things sometimes crash. So let's just like make sure everything is working. Yes, sorry about that, but what I was going to say, there's a misconception in Highlander when you play sniper, especially if you play a lot of 6s. I see a lot of 6s snipers that are usually scouts do this. It's very common, and I think it's because they don't, like a lot of people are like, yeah, 6s players will always be better at Highlander. Yeah, it's because you play the game more than us, in a competitive scene more than us. Of course you're going to be better. And so people are like, I find that funny. You know who we are. Anyway, the most important class in Highlander is not the medic. Okay? If you get a medic pick, that doesn't mean you win. Here, TviQ got the medic pick and they got killed. Why? Because their heavy was alive. Their heavy was alive. Okay? Okay. So, keep that in mind. If you, as a sniper, ever have the choice. When I say choice, it means you can, if both medic and heavy are standing still and scratching their asses, and you can literally pick who is going to die, pick the heavy. Just pick the heavy. And then the medic. I mean, if you only see the medic and not the heavy, you shoot the medic, of course. I mean, you get what you take. You get what you can get. That's essentially what I'm trying to get at. So let's see, TviQ is dead.
The control point is being contested.
Let's see, where is the red heavy? Yes. So this is the red heavy that we're pushing. Kind of an uber battle going on here as he retreats. Let's see, where is TviQ? Yeah, here is TviQ. He's here. Oh, that's the soldier. Remember, we saw that. We saw that. He's just watching. He's going to be moving up. Let's speed things up slightly. And moving on, killing that spy. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is the important, this is a crucial moment in time. Both teams have their heavy and medic alive. Both teams have their heavy and medic alive. There's the enemy heavy. TviQ has, I'd say, a very good opportunity to kill the heavy, or at least take off half of his health. 2 headshots and he's dead. 1 headshot and 2 body shots, he's dead. So let's see what happens. He doesn't fire, barely misses, but it doesn't go in again to check to make sure he gets the kill. And then he lets the demo man live as well. And then he sees the medic, and okay, he kills the medic. The medic is dead. Now, he has just killed the medic, that's fine. He's just killed the medic, but what is the red heavy and demo going to do? I mean, they have their medic and heavy still alive. Droza just went down their scout. And this is what happens. They get gunned out, even if they had their medic, it didn't help because they're both of their power classes, their heavy and their demo man were still alive. And if TviQ had picked either of those classes, they couldn't have pushed like this. They just couldn't. It wouldn't have been possible. They wouldn't have had firepower. So you don't, like, if you play man versus machine, you know that you don't always need a medic. Sometimes just having more gun is better. And Highlander's a good example of that. Of course, like, if you play sixes, of course medic is going to be the most important pick you do. But in Highlander, like, a medic drop isn't as big of a deal as it is in sixes, because there's more players. You know, a heavy spy, pyro, demo man pick is kind of more important than a medic pick, actually, in the long run. I mean, basically, you know, when a medic comes in and if they're running overcharge, you can out-survive them by running away. I mean, it's not like a crit screen, it's not like going to kill you in one shot. That's also one thing. If you're like, have the medic with the crit screen coming in and the solo demo, you of course you kill the medic, or the demo, you know, whatever. You kill what you get. But that's what the point I'm trying to get across. Like, TviQ has kind of getting burnt in this game by not getting the kills he could, instead of just be like, nah, I'll just get the medic instead. And then they lost. I'm not saying it's his fault, of course. Then he opens by getting the demo man. That is a very nice pick. A lot of damage done. And also there's enemy snipers down, which means he can stay in scope longer. Oh, a nice headshot there. Now we're starting to see more of the TviQ that you sometimes see on his stream. He's in a good position. Nothing pressure him. He can just take his time. Gets the heavy as well and finishes off the engineer. And then the scout comes in. Real low on health. Shoots him as well. Just being a beast at the moment. Killing everything. And of course, what allowed him to do this? Well, first off, he killed the demo man, which have killed him before when he stood in that choke. And the enemy sniper couldn't pressure him. He was up top, not sure what the spy was doing, but he certainly wasn't there, and he was just in a good position to kill everything because he had nothing pressuring him. And if nothing pressures you as a sniper, you can just take your time. Make sure you hit those shots, and then you do a lot of damage. And now they're going to push the point. They just have so much momentum here, and they're going to be winning any second now. There's a bunch of red players dead. And TviQ's watching the point. Hey, TviQ, MVP, 6 points. Good. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. That's how you do it, man. That's how you do it. So, very nice play there. As we run really quickly out to the middle point here again. So, of course, this little spray here was pretty good. So, let's see if he's able to keep this momentum up. He's standing in the door, and Scout doesn't want that, but he has his mini sentry buddy. And hey, SMG, killing the Scouts. Facing the other sniper, and he is not even gonna try and contest the sniper, and he kind of overextended a bit. Lands a body shot on the demo man, and then he died. He would have died anyway, so it's kind of just maximizing your damage, being like, well, if I'm gonna die, at least I'm gonna do 50 damage to you. So I do something instead of nothing. Because we've already established doing something instead of nothing is always better than... Something is always better than nothing is essentially what I'm getting at. You know how it is. It's like, would you like $1 or $0? And you'd be like, I'd take the one. And the guy goes, dude, you know math. And then he gets the sniper as he's jumping, and then he gets the spy as he runs away, and then the engineer runs away, and they were all quite predictable in their patterns and quite easy to shoot. So now we have a little pause here, and I think this is the command matq mode 0 that is gonna force this not to. Oh, that's the wrong paste. There we go. Gonna go to when the pause is over, and let's see if we can find TviQ again. What? Is that the wrong tick? Oh yeah, we went... Oh wait. Ha! That was wrong. Okay. Yes, because I know what I'm doing. Oh! Okay. Fingers crossed. You failed. You failed. Victory. Boo. Yay. Confused emotions. Good. I'm going to put this at -1 because that's what works the best. Let's see. Where's Drake? There he is. That handsome little man. He's looking through. Somebody from the team dropped. It's not really important in this setting. And oh, he sees the pyro. Misses. Well, he tried to get... There was nothing else to shoot, so might as well. And then now being there with his engineer, Wrangle. Sentry Sniper is usually a good combo. If you get the pyro in, it's really good for defense. But for offense, and like holding flanks and stuff, Sniper Sentry is pretty good. And then he gets stabbed by the spy for the first time in this game. Well, not in his entire gaming career. I'm sure he's being stabbed plenty of times. Yeah, TviQ's only been stabbed 20 times in this game. That's how good he is at not getting stabbed. And speaking of getting stabbed, I saw this on the forums earlier today, because usually I go lurk around the new users forums to give tips and stuff to new users, because, you know, I'm such a good guy doing that. And there was a guy who was like, I always say, like, the counter to spy is turning around, right? That's something I've always said, you know. But then it's like something I thought of is like, as a spy, it's like, what do you do when they turn around and they see you? And I just went, I guess you go, oh fuck, shit, god damn it, damn it, damn it. Oh, I am fucked, is what you do when you get spotted as a spy. So, I'm not sure what you call it. It's when you go off track, and now we're back. I just thought that was interesting to note. Oh, there we go, we're back. Excellent. Oh, shoots the soldier. He's down to 50 health. Body shot will take him out, or anything else. He's really weak, so not really a threat. Any class can do 50 damage to soldier before he's able to kill you. Lands a nice shot on the pyro. Does the jumpy jittery thing for no real reason. Does the jumpy jittery thing again. No real reason. I mean, you use it to get out of when people are shooting you. Sniper is jumping. Easy to shoot. TviQ is boom. Yeah, takes him out.
Predictable.
Don't jump unless you're getting away from projectiles. That's what it was intended to be used for. It doesn't really matter. You look stupid and you're like, what? It's actually good for dodging. No, it's not. You get killed anyway. It's only good if it saves you every time, and it doesn't. Stop. Now he is being pressured, and we see that he is falling back to this left-hand side. Whenever TviQ has gotten pressured, when they're moving into the last point, he has always fallen back to the left-hand side, and unfortunately gets stabbed once again. But keep in mind, if you get killed by spies as a sniper, that's fine, because spies are good against snipers. It's not like, well, he gets stabbed, well, I guess you suck. It's like if you play spy and a pyro puts you on fire, you know. If you get killed by pyros a lot as a spy, you're not a bad spy because pyros are good against spies. The same way heavies are good against pyros. And spies good against heavy. So don't feel bad, you know. Anyway, any kind of engagement, if it's not super long distance and the spy hasn't seen you, he's going to favor the spy just because, you know, the spy's good against snipers. And he heard the dead ringer. Out with the SMG. Didn't really matter because the soldiers came in and blew him up. But hey, if the soldier didn't come, he would not have died and he would have killed the spy with the SMG being very, very combat. And then they capped the point. Yay! Moving up, moving up. So far, we have seen TviQ play very, very safe. He has not overextended. He has not made any crucial mistakes except killing priority, just trying to go for the medic a bit much in the beginning. Sees the heavy, doesn't fire, he's gonna have a fully charged shot, and here is kind of a big mistake because he hasn't checked what is right in front of him. Oh god, he has no idea. He's okay. He has no idea. TviQ is also known for using that cheat where he I think he did this. Yeah, he did this so he could like see more. And he's like, Of course I'm not gonna give you that script. It's mine. It's totally legit. Oh yeah. I can really see how this is fair. Having it like this opposed to this. It doesn't use it anymore though, I think. Not really important. Nice to snipe. Oh, the enemy sniper was using a huntsman. Yes, I don't have to be afraid. Oh shit. Bit of a mistake there to drop down on the enemies, getting absolutely butchered. Not really a lot you could do there. If you had the Girardi, you could have thrown it, but there wouldn't be anything left to kill what you threw Girardi on anyway, so regardless of unlock, you would have died. We got TviQ moving up. Of course, this is the finals. Where earlier this week. He's watching. Oh! He saw something. He's not gonna move. He knows that the soldier has to retreat at some point in time. So he's gonna position himself really well and try and have a small angle as possible. Oh, front up, didn't see anything. Oh, engineer! Oh, missed. Okay, checking this right hand side. Is anything coming through here? He's just gonna watch the scar. Maybe his engineer buddy will open the door for him. Or not. Oh, it was a medic! Oh! Okay, missed. What do we shoot? What you, okay, fall back. Run away. Too much. You can only shoot. Keep in mind. Just a reminder. Oh. I'm trying to find good. There. Without the shooting. Here's the thing. If you're like sniper watching, right? The sniper's watching you. Here's the thing. He can only kill one of you. Unless you're running in a straight line towards him and he's using the Machina. Then he might shoot both of you in one shot. But usually, snipers don't use that because that weapon gives away your position. And if you lose your position, you lose a lot of your advantage that you don't really want to give away, do you? But a sniper can't kill two people at the same time. So that means if you, let's say you have a demo and a heavy and it's like sniper watching and it's like the best way you want to push. And you're like, you can sacrifice a heavy or we can sacrifice demo. Just both go at once. He can't kill both of you. And here we saw a good example of that. Like, it was just so much red. He didn't know what to shoot, and there was just too many. And if he shot anything or overextended, he would have gotten killed. And TviQ is not the kind of guy who overextends and lets himself get killed unnecessarily. No, he falls back and repositions himself to get the advantage once again. Here you see the scout running in, and boom, getting a headshot on him, dominating the scout. I'm feeling pretty good about that. The scout has killed in X amount of time. I know where I'm going with this. Yes, he's watching that door. Good. Oh, he sees the heavy and engineer. Oh, Uber pops. He's holding his ground. He could have gotten off a shot on the heavy, but I'm not sure what. He didn't get anything and got killed. He didn't even fire, so I'm not sure what happened there. Bit of a mistake, I'd say. Oh, wow. Thanks. I'm glad I'm watching this jittery cam. Oh, barely misses the medic. Being pressure tries to overextend and get the medic. Doesn't happen. He gets killed. Regardless, and now they're pushing in to the final point. Sniper's running Huntsman. Not a real threat. Just kind of like playing against a guy who's using dice to determine how well he's gonna do. If I have a 1, I'll punch you really soft. If I get a 6, I'll fucking knock a chair on your head. That guy, you know that guy. We all had that guy in our class, didn't we? He's apparently the best too. As he's watching the door, people calling GG. Oh, is that right? Is the game over? That is right, ladies and gentlemen. The game is indeed over. Pretty much. TviQ. The third fragging on the point more than the heavy, so doing a lot of work this round. Of course, the medic 100 points, like double tapped. A lot of stuff, so that is going to, I guess, conclude this episode 119 Tryhard Thursday, where we looked at TviQ style. So what did we learn from TviQ style? What did we learn about him? Well, he likes to go for medic picks. That is always good, but sometimes it can really bite you in the ass if you do, like we saw. So it's always like a situational thing. I mean, if the heavy medic and demo is going together, it's more important to get the heavy or the demo and slow down on the damage they put out. Because the heal is still the same, but the damage is substantially less. So even if they don't have heals, they will still have damage. So that is always something to consider. Of course, you only shoot what you can get. We also seen that he doesn't overextend or do like what I like to do. I like to overextend and go fancy routes and try to flank and get fancy shots and try to bushwhack himself all over the place. No, like that's kind of cheesy stuff. TviQ, very solid, does not take any unnecessary risks unless he absolutely has to, which is a word I slur on. And we've seen that he uses the SMG and he's pretty combat. He can defend himself. Doesn't really use Girardi, but there wasn't really that many opportunities in this game that like having Girardi would have been better. So just using the SMG is fine. You can use SMG whenever. It's better than you know what. So thank you for watching. This has been HiGPS Tryhard Thursday. From now on, we're going to be looking every Thursday. It's a competitive play, and we're going to be tryharding to understand some of the players' plays and see if we can incorporate their styles and stuff like that. So I will see you later. Alligator, which is a sniper set you shouldn't use. Or maybe.